Do you know the son of Costa Tzu, Tim Tzu? Have you watched him?
No, Costa Tzu.
No, you never. He's a fighter.
You're talking about the puncher, right?
Costa Tzu, the puncher. He's got a son named Tim Tzu. Oh wow, okay, yeah. So he's like right there. He's number one for Brian Castano. You watched that fight with Jermell?
Oh, I didn't. I missed it, man.
What?
I saw the promo like a week before,
Damn, Keith,
and then I missed that.
Keith.
And then I missed that. And I know I'm gonna go back and watch it because everyone's saying that that's one of the best fights this year so far. That it was a tremendous fight. He got a draw. They got the draw, which is crazy because they was about to unify all 4 world titles, man. So like, man, and you know, and he fought an Argentinian, and I know about them Argentinians, you know, from back in my day when I fought Diego Chavez when he was undefeated and he was a real up and coming threat. I signed up. I said I'll take the threat, and I handled them. But you know, them boys when Argentinian fighters make it to the top, there's no joke. Marcos Maidana, all of them. Throughout history, when they make it to the top, there's a reason. Otherwise, they'll be playing soccer or something. Boxing's not their go-to sport, but when they go to it, they commit, and they're just as tough as any of them other Latinos.
Obviously, with Danny mentioning 154, does that, you've been there with Quintana very early in your career, but does that, I don't know, entice you? Do you look, I mean, you didn't see the fight with Jermell.
I heard the comment that Danny wanted me at 154. You know, I heard that was one of his initial statements. He would like a rematch against me at 154. You know, and like I said, if he's gonna move up, you know, he probably should just move up and fight a welterweight in a blown up class, and then maybe integrate the mix of real light middleweights. But you know, I'm just waiting for the finalization of yes, you have a fight. Yes, it's this guy. Yes, it's this date, and yes, it's going to be a tremendous performance. You know.
Last fantasy fight, obviously, again, because of the numbers. You know, we know this is a business. You did well on pay-per-view. Jermell got this draw. He's got a IBF mandatory, but if they offered you that fight, is that something you would be interested in? Jermell Charlo for those belts. On pay-per-view, obviously, them trying to use you as the name to put him on pay-per-view. He did do a pay-per-view with his brother.
It would be hard. It'd be hard to say no to all the belts. It'd be hard to say no to making history and becoming a champion once again in a new weight class. I'm here for the love of the sport. I love the credentials I have. I want to further my credentials, and that fight entices me as far as lining up to further my credentials. You know, and then worst case scenario, right? I fall short. Thurman's probably hop right back in the welterweight division. You know what I mean? But I've always had small admirations to move up, but I've just always felt that it would be a little bit more in that 34, 35 age bracket, maybe even at the last chapter in the 36 and beyond. So it's never been at the forefront of my mind yet. It's always been like a maybe later kind of issue. But you know, too many belts, too much for the history books. I might have to sign up.
Al calls you this week, like you said, and he says, "Look, Thurman, you've been great. You've always done my inaugurals. I'm giving you Tank, Jamal James, or Jermell Charlo. What does Thurman say? You get the choice out of either 3.
It'd be easy to take. I would have to think about it, but you know, Tank seems exciting. It's right at welterweight. I get to do me. He gets to try to make history for him. Moving up, I get to try to make a new history. But if I win, then I got to defend at 54. You know what I mean? And then I can be like, oh yeah, EJ, you want to move up, right? Did you want to move up? I moved up first, you know? So look, I mean.
And that's a stablemate. Jermell's a stablemate.
There's a lot, you know, in the fantasy world, I'll just have to say it would have to be a toss-up between those 2 great pay-per-view fights, you know, over a simple welterweight fight that I don't think would bring the same level of excitement. And the complexities of the matchups, right? You got the complexity of a little man coming into the welterweight division, then me moving up. I just kind of like the dynamics of the complexities of those matchups. So I would really have to ponder, really sit down, go over everything, look at which one would get more attention, and then go from there.